Hey dudes, welcome again to my channel for today's presentation on General Mathematics Quarter 1, Week 1, Last 3C about the composition of functions. So the composition of functions is defined by these two functions. Meron tayong small circle between the f and g of x that is equivalently to the f a quantity of g of x. So ibig sabihin ito, the domain of a composition of functions is the set of all x such that x is in the domain of g and the g of x is in the domain of f. Okay, meron tayong illustrative example for this topic. So let f of x is equal to x squared plus 3x and g of x is equal to x minus 2. And let's find the composition of two functions of x and composition of g and f of x, and 3 is the composition of two functions. This is same function g of x. So let's solve first the number 1. So the compositions of two functions f and g of x is equivalently to f a quantity of g of x. Okay, to solve this notation, we have the g of x is equal to x minus 2. So yan ang ating value sa g of x. So this time, so the domain of x minus 2 is in the f. So ang f natin, f of x is x squared plus 3x. So maaari natin gamitin yung f of x is equal to x squared plus 3x. Then replace all x by x minus 2, which is the domain of f. So palitan natin yung x with x minus 2, lahat ng x. So we have the x minus 2 squared. So from x squared magiging x minus 2 squared, then plus 3x, so it becomes x multiplied by x minus 2. Then let us simplify with the exponent of 2. So x minus 2 squared is equivalent to x minus 2 times x minus 2. We multiply by itself because of the exponent of 2. So we have here the pattern. So x times x is x squared. Then x times negative 2, that is 2x. Then let's solve for negative 2 times x and negative 2x. Then negative 2 times negative 2, yan ay positive 4. Then combining like terms, so copy x squared, then negative 2x plus minus 2x, that is negative 4x. So then add 4. So the value of f of x minus 2, that is x squared minus 4x plus 4. So let us rewrite the functions of f of x minus 2, that is equivalently to a quantity of x minus 2 squared plus 3 times x minus 2. Yan ating value sa f of x minus 2. Then since we have this value of x minus 2 squared, okay, resulted from our simplifying this squared, it becomes x squared minus 4x plus 4. Then distributive property, plus 3 times x, that is 3x, then 3 times negative 2, that is negative 6. Then the composition of two functions f and g of x, that is equivalently to f of x minus 2. That is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 3x, that combining like terms, so it becomes negative x. Then get the sum, the constant, then plus 4 minus 2 is negative 2. So the composition of two functions is x squared minus x minus 2. Okay, for number 2, so we are using the same functions, so f of x or g of x, but we are going to find the compositions of g and f of x. So take note, composition of function, we have indications of a small circle between the two functions. Okay, let us solve for these notations. Composition of g and f. So this gives us f of g of f of x. But the value of f of x is equal to x squared plus 3x. Then replace it by x squared plus 3x. So it becomes g of x squared plus 3x. And the x squared plus 3x is in the domain of g. So gamitin natin yung g of x as our function. So g of x is equal to x minus 2. And then replace all x. Okay, palitan lahat ng x with the domain of g. So it becomes x is x squared plus 3x. Then is equal to originally from x. So magiging x squared plus 3x. Then minus 2. Okay, so let's simplify. So our given functions g of composition of g of f and of f of x is equal to x squared plus 3x, then add negative 2. So that is the value of two functions. So composition of two functions g and f of x is equal to x squared plus 3x minus 2. Okay, so for number 3, so we have the same function composition of g and g of x. So this notation is equivalently to g quantity of g of x. So our g of x is in the domain of g, but the value of g of x is given in our functions, that is if g of x is x minus 2. So our x minus 2 is in the domain of g. So gamitin natin yung g of x as our function. So g of x is equal to x minus 2. Again, so replace all x by x minus 2. So palitan lahat ng x with this expression. So x minus 2 is equal to, from x magiging x minus 2, then minus or negative 2. Okay, so let us simplify. So g or the two function g and composition of two function g and g of x is equivalently to g of x minus 2. So that are the same expressions or the same notations, and it is equivalently to x then negative 2 minus 2, that is x minus 4. For example number 2, so we have another functions. F of x is equal to 2x plus 1, and g of x is equal to square root of x plus 1. So let's find the composition of g and f of 2. So we have the value of x here, the domain, which is the 2. So the notations of g or composition of g and f of 2 is equivalently to g quantity of f of 2. So f of 2 is in the domain of g, but the 2 is in the domain of f. So maaari natin gamitin yung f of x to substitute the value of x, that is 2. So f of x is equal to 2x plus 1. So palitan natin or replace all x by 2. So it becomes f of 2. So yung x natin magiging 2. So f of x, it will become f of 2 is equal to 2 times 2 then plus 1. Okay, let's simplify. So f of 2 is equal to 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1, that is 5. So we have the value of f of 2, that is equal to 5. So let's write the composition of two functions, g and f of 2. This is equivalently to g, a quantity of f of 2. And okay, write natin yung two composition. This is equivalently to g of 5, since ang f of 2 natin, that is resulted from the f of 2, the value is 5. So this time the domain 5 is in the domain of G. So, gamitin natin yung G of X is equal to square root of X plus 1. Again, so we have the value of X that is 5. So, palitan natin lahat ng 5 ang yung X variable. So, magiging G of 5 is equal to square root of 5 plus 1. So, square root of 5 plus 1, that is square root of 6. So, G of 5, this is equivalently to the composition of two functions, G and F of 2. So, therefore, this is equivalent to square root of 6. Okay, ito yung ating learning activity sheet. So, or the last number 3C, and perform the composition of functions. Then, simplify the given functions in letters A and B. So, it ends up of my presentations, and make the channel as your home of learning.